Okay, I'm actually watching Real Housewives. What is that? Connected to this? Okay, it's my phone, and my laptop is complaining. Oh, telling me what's happening. So I'm watching Real Housewives of Gribeja. Okay, guys, Mara, why are women like this? We need Jesus. Like one thing about us, we need Jesus. One thing about women, we need Jesus. Because if we were prayerful enough, especially I'm talking about women who are married, if we had enough of Jesus, you can never have enough of Jesus, I know. But you know what I mean. If we had Jesus in us, all the drama, which our husbands do not understand, they were going to eventually get it. Because when you cry about something to God, then God translates it to your husband. And because your husband is led by the Holy Spirit, okay, maybe that's something else that we need to discuss one day. But if our husbands are led by the Spirit, then whatever that the Holy Spirit has said, it will translate to your husband in the exact same way that you would love for your love, your marriage, your relationship with your husband to be like, all right? We just need we need Jesus so that we can stop gossiping, we can stop about nagging, or we can stop nagging and just be good human beings. And maybe husbands, they are not a lost cause, they're not. But if we can just face it, this is South Africa, okay? And we've seen in our churches that the most population in church is women. So it means that we should be praying for these men. I'm sure that tomorrow or any other day when I watch this video, then I'll be like, yeah, Maripelela, you were tripping there. But the honest truth is that we need to pray for our marriage. That is the honest truth which we can't face. We don't want to face because it feels unfair. Because, Haibo, why would I be praying for you and you don't pray for me, or you don't pray for our marriage when we are in this together? We all in this together. You know what I mean? So it's a puzzle. You wishy. Let's just leave it to God. Let's just leave it to God because there's nothing we can do about it. If we have seen, all of us women, we almost are the same, whether you were born again or you were not. You just want love, cuddles, and, a surety. Oh, my ring, I don't have my ring because of my illness. I have sullenness problems, so I always get swollen. So my husband is gonna resize my ring and stuff, but that's none of anyone's business because it's my personal life. Like, oh my gosh, as women, oh, but we need help. That's like, I wish my husband won't watch this or listen to this. Anyway, I didn't say welcome back to my YouTube channel, blah, 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 because this is not about YouTube channel. It's about me storing my diaries in life. Like today, I went to the psychiatrist, and when I was at the psychiatrist, I told the psychiatrist that I don't drink, I don't smoke, and all of that. And I've drank before. I've also smoked before. So I've been keeping myself. I've been trying to be a good human being to my body because you really need to respect this body because this body can disappoint you at any time. So I was telling her that okay, this is what's happening. And as I was speaking to her, something to me, like, I don't know, but something, because she started saying things like, when I said I need a break. I told her that I'm actually burdened, I'm overwhelmed, and all of that. It's everything in my life. And I told her that. And she just decided to say, Hore, when she was seeing my red blood cells spiking, when she was looking at the blood cells that they took, or not the blood cells, the blood counts that they took in January, she saw that my red blood cells were spiking high. And I was like, yeah, they spiked high because of lupus, because that's how lupus is. That's the illness that I have. Like, my red blood cells are always high. That's why I have cortisol or cortisone, whatever. But the medication that helps the red blood cells to be, moderate, or to be in a level which, or at which my heart can operate. No. Instead of her looking at that, she just started mentioning drinking and smoking and all of that. And I asked her that I want to rest because work is too much on me. I even have stress symptoms, whereby I would feel like here on my neck, I will have a sound like, I don't know if you all can hear that, but my husband said no, that is stress. And she also confirmed that it is stress, but instead of her helping me with the stress, she dampens my mood and make me want to go back to old ways of just grabbing a Savannah just because I'm struggling with accepting my illness and all of that. And I'm not on those bars right now. Like, I cried about lupus, which is obviously a chronic disease. It's very difficult and all of that. And I told her some other things that I wanted to open up to her about. So I just realized. Then I went to Noxie right after the appointment. Then I told Noxie, and Noxie, what she said, Noxie is so stupid. Like, guys, don't rely on Noxie for anything. Noxie is stupid. Like, she will just laugh and say, yo. So don't rely on Noxie. But what she said today, like, it's exactly what I thought as well. For wait again, they just want you to go to or resort to things that are just not good for you. Like, they make you uba unqanwe when ungafuna unqanwa, yayibona. So, like, I was so angry. So today I decided, ubana, like, I'm just gonna leave that psychiatrist. But I thought she was the best psychiatrist in Cape Town, Belleville. But now I'm gonna ditch her and keep on praying to God. And also, when I was going to the gym, it was like amazing. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go to the gym and also pray at home and be good. And I know when I do that, I've experienced it, then my marriage becomes very peaceful and beautiful. And me dealing with the chronic disease, it becomes bearable. And me dealing with the fact that I can't exert myself, like, for example, spiritually, I'm actually unable to drive myself and to actually stand for a very long time at church. So I'm always sitting. So I'm trying to accept that, because it's heartfelt for me. Like, it's very hard for me because I love serving the Lord. I prefer to be up in the front there and allow the Holy Spirit to use me and to tell me that 1 and 2 are struggling with 1 and 2. So just say that and continue praying, because that's how my worship is. I'm not really a singer, but like, the way I present myself, okay, it's the way when I'm in the spirit, it's the way that I just allow this Holy Spirit to take over and heal everybody. That's what I always pray. On Saturdays, me as a worshiper, on Saturdays, whether I went to worship practice or not, but I always pray for tomorrow. Even when I leave my house, I would pray that God, please help me. I prepare myself before the church's intercession and the church's sermon. That's what I always do, because it's very important, because the devil can preach to you and you take whatever the devil has preached, and you will be blindsided because this now was said in church, so you will think that it is true. So that's why it's very important for you to pray before you go to church, and to pray before you do anything, because whatever information you're going to receive after that, then it's going to be how you're going to live your life. So this is me to me. Like I said, this is not for you guys to watch my YouTube videos. This is my diaries. I'm doing my diaries. And I'm not promising to post all the time or whatever, but I'm just keeping all of this so that I can be able to come back and see what I struggled with when I had just turned 30 and all of that. And whenever I feel like this, I'm gonna post. So be blessed, guys. Be blessed. Be blessed. I'm watching Real Housewives of Gqeberha. They actually are interesting. They're very interesting.